to our fundraiser in aid of MADRA. We're absolutely delighted to be raising funds for such a worthy cause that look after all of our little furry friends across Galway.
MADRA are dedicated to looking after the dogs in their care and finding them permanent, loving homes. They want to help create a world where MADRA and rescues similar to them are no longer needed. They make it their mission to educate, influence, advocate and support. This event, of course, couldn't have happened without the many, many submissions from artists throughout the globe. And we're thrilled to be back, bringing a night of theatre, poetry, storytelling, and whatever else there may be.
So first we have poetry by Nancy Fons, entitled A Crown of Sonnets About My Death. Nancy Fons is a Scottish poet living on a Greek island, working as a bartender and as farmhand. A fool and a romantic, he writes a sonnet every day for his long-term lover. We hope you enjoy it.
This is a crown of sonnets about my death, by me, Nancy Fons. Lying sweetly here in my lover's arms, I watch the sun sink behind mountain tops. I lay beguiled, lost in all her charms. The world pauses around us, and time stops. Pink fire rages serene in the clouds as soft winds wisp silver linings into shades. The darkness falls and slow lie in shrouds. The day is all but done and the light fades. One by one the stars begin to appear, patterns of pale dots in the dark skies. I turn to my lover and I draw her near, smile as I look into her sweet eyes. Though this seems as perfect as life can get, I can't help but ponder on my sunset. I can't help but ponder on my sunset what happens to me on the day I die. It's not I worry, panic or fret. I just hope I'll have time to say goodbye. I hope that I leave good memories behind, memories that will never grow diminished. I hope you say I was true and kind. I hope I leave no poems half finished. I hope I will have lived a life full of love, that I smiled and laughed every day, that I never shirked things I was scared of. I embraced fear and did them anyway. I hope I'll be ready, not scared to see what gods will be standing, waiting for me. What gods will be standing, waiting for me in the event of my final demise? Will Christ arrive in splendour and glory? Will he judge me for my wrongs, sins and lies? Perhaps he'll admit me to paradise and I'll climb those stairs to yon pearly gates. Angels with harps sing and play and entice, and my peaceful eternity awaits. Or maybe he will send me down to burn, and the devil himself will have his fun. Maybe demons will torture me in turn, forever in fires of perdition. Will Christ come judge my sins? I have no clue. I wonder perhaps, are those tales true? I wonder perhaps, are those tales true that I heard told upon me grandma's hearth? That fairies will come and take I back to bonny Scotland the brave, land of me birth. Thus guided through caves and roads underground, through fabled lands of Tairn and Og, I'll make me way northward, back homeward bound, to the land of mountains, heather and fog, to roam forever across moors and braes, and drink in the lochs with a satisfied soul. Watch northern lights set the sky ablaze and dance in that heather until time unfolds. But will fairies roam sae far south for me, on islands in the Ionian Sea? On islands in the Ionian Sea, old gods are somewhat remembered still new. Would they have right to lay claim upon me, if I were to die here some day, somehow? If I am buried in this land hither, will I descend to underworld below? Will Chiron take I across the river? Will I have the coin to pay him to row? Will I meet Severus and pat his head? Or is he too busy guarding the door? Will I stand amongst souls in dank and dread, all wandering aimless forevermore? Do fate's spin threads weave yon tapestry whole? I want to know what happens to me soul. I want to know what happens to me soul, or if perhaps me soul even exists. Is death just nothingness as black as coal? In me heart, hope for more always persists. If this life is truly all there is to existence and humanity, I'll grieve. I'll fade frae memory one day, it's true. But in me heart, I can't help but believe. Believe in something more than this, some immortal future when days run out. Be it peace eternal, torture or bliss, there's something to come, I have nae doubt. I ken one day I'll be glad to see whoever comes to take my soul from me. Whoever comes to take my soul from me, be they Jesus Christ, Fahey or fate, I'll tell him, all filled with smiles and glee, I'm sorry, my friend, you are far too late. For I've already hidden it away and made me own heaven here on this earth, in a place I hope forever to stay. Take the apologies for what they're worth. You cannot take it through force, fear, or threat. My soul is bound here and forever safe. Say no more will it panic, fear, nor threat. Nary will it leave my favourite place. It's peaceful, content, and safe frae all harms, lying sweetly here in my lover's arms.
What beautiful writing. We're big fans of poetry here at Eva's Echo, and we always love to receive poetry submissions. Next, we have a monologue written by Vivian Leonard and performed by Karen Fraser called Baldy Maudie. Vivian is an award-winning playwright who has penned more than 100 plays and monologues that have entertained audiences in the US, Mexico, England, Scotland, Canada, and Australia. Her full-length drama documentary Back in Bethlehem premiered off-Broadway in 2006 at the Manhattan Theatre Club. In addition to her stage plays, Vivian has also written 2 full-stage screenplays that were awarded first place in 2 highly competitive screenwriting contests. She has taught playwriting at a local college and has facilitated playwriting workshops at writing conferences. We hope you enjoy this beautiful piece.
Baldy Maudie. That's what my late husband Drummond used to call me. Drummond was a bore. Oh, he started out fine, feigning a daredevil spirit and a lust for life. But once he donned that marriage cloak, that charade sure changed. He stopped the sham of sensitivity, and his sexual prowess hit the skids and came to a screeching halt. Some would say Drummond was gone too soon. I would say not soon enough. For me, being wed is like being dead. But I'm free now, and free I'll stay. I like to come here, to the house that Drummond built. Oh, it's all boarded up now, but I can still get inside. This place, Drummond called it Baldy Maudie's mansion. Mansion. It's a mausoleum to a marriage that mirrored the cold underbelly of Drummond's soul. Still, I find myself drawn back here. Perhaps to celebrate my freedom from the shackles of wifely servitude. Tonight, I had to come. A late autumn evening, when the ground lay fallow, succumbing to an early frost. What better night to visit the decaying domain where my dreams of love everlasting suffered through seasons of apathy. It's dusk. I slip inside. It's all very familiar, yet different. It's all very quiet. I hear noises coming from upstairs, moaning and groaning. I make my way to the second-floor landing. It's coming from my old bedroom. I approach. That's when I see them. 2 naked young lovers on my marriage bed, in the full rhythm of their passion. "Stop!" I screech. They stop, stare. She screams like she's been stabbed with a stiletto. He shouts, "Holy shit! Get out!" I bellow. Oh, they're quick to oblige, gathering their things and running down the circular stairway and out the door. I watch their pale bodies flee across the frost-tainted lawn and vanish into night shadows. Suddenly, I realize the irony of this scenario. 2 young lovers getting bawdy in Maudie's mansion, a place where lust never lived, where the seeds of love never ripened. Maudie's mansion, a place I inhabited all those years ago, while I still walked this mortal coil, before my bodily barriers were broken and I was transformed into the otherworldly wonder of traversing time, a soul traveler, free for all eternity.
So we have another monologue next called Mermaid Story, written by and performed by Costa. Ali is an actor, screenwriter, playwright, director and singer working in film, TV, theatre and as voiceover. Her acting credits include Future Shock, 90210, Spring Awakening, You, Me and Her and Alien vs. Musical. She's also appeared in commercials and podcasts, narrated audiobooks and documentaries, and lent her voice to video games and animated projects. Her scripts have been produced internationally, on screen, on stage, and on the internet. And on radio, including the critically acclaimed 2 Girls, Safe Distance, Boxes Are Magic, and Can You Keep a Secret? And occasionally she likes to sleep as well. We hope you enjoy.
So guess what? I am finally officially moved into my new apartment. Some of my stuff is still in boxes and there it will remain, I'm sure, for a little while longer. But for the most part, I'm here. It's a nice place. Smaller than my old place, cheaper, fewer flights of stairs, and way less traffic noise at night. All pluses. Only thing that's a minus, I can't take a bath. Don't worry, I'm clean. I wash every day. I've got a shower. Shower's great. I don't have a bathtub. I didn't think that I would miss it. Turns out that I do. I don't even take baths that much anymore, but I took them all the time when I was little. And I hated them. Absolutely refused to take a bath. But my mom, she started telling me this elaborate fairy tale where I was a princess who turned into a mermaid when she took a bath. And every night she'd add on to the story, 1 chapter at a time. I really miss her, you know? Anyway, when she was done, when she was drying me off, she would sing that song by Tori Amos, you know? What if I'm a mermaid in these jeans of yours with her name still on it? And looking back, I was way too young to be listening to that song when I knew every single lyric and I would sing it right in time with her. And she would take the towel and shake it all around me and then say, "All right, mermaid, you ready for bed?" And she'd tuck me in and wish me sweet dreams. I always had sweet dreams when I was little. I had no idea how lucky I was in that house, with that mom, and that song and that story. And now I'm 3,000 miles away and
Thank you so much for sharing that really moving piece, Ali. Now we have Cat Since the Dog Died by Wayne Dennison, performed by Gemma Curran. Wayne is a writer originally from Longford who emigrated to Leitrim. His plays, such as his one-man shows The Aaron Namas and Making a Mountain Now of Mohill, often deal with themes of isolation and loneliness through close-up examinations of fractured human psyches, with a capturing of local idiom. We hope you enjoy this monologue.
How are you, Nana? How are you in this weather? Brendan Bowen let a roar at me this morning. "Morning, Kira," he roars at me before saying, "Do you know what, Kira?" "What?" says I. "I'd love to shove my flute up your arse." "Oh, would you?" says I. "Well, why don't you shove your flute up your own arse if it reaches?" Sure, he hadn't much to say after that. See, Maureen Pryor's not too far from ye. Funny that her maiden name was Gladstone, and her now no more than yourself is a headstone. The old weeds don't belong growing around ye, do they? I'll tidy up a bit before, I'm sorry now, Nana, that I haven't talked to you in a long time. But, I was beyond in the loony bin. Now for you. Your daughter put me in on Easter Sunday gone. But to be honest with you, I'm cat since the dog died. Poor Dermot. The only one I got on with in the house. But as I was saying, your daughter, she phoned Dr. McGarry of an Easter Sunday, and that sealed the deal. I mean, you never liked him, did you, Nana? An old gruff bollocks, you used to call him. All in the rages the same doctor was. Had a temper on him, and your daughter called him on a Sunday to come down to the house. I was socialising. That's all you could hear out of the humpy git. And my father aggravating him more by asking, would you drink a can of beer out of his hand? Your daughter making things worse by making him the taste of a cheese sandwich and a mug of tea. He ate it sweet enough as well. Aren't you a grand plain fella to sit down and eat it? Your daughter would say. Up the steps of the stairs, and then walks the doctor moody to the landing where I was sitting. Are you not taking them tablets I put you on, Kira? He was asking me then. He'd wrote a prescription for me to be on antidepressants, and your daughter, after your daughter told him that there was a bit of a commotion before Christmas. What's this they're called? They're antipoxy oxymorons, or I think, there's some big name on them anyway. What's this? Anyway, but sure, look. I never took them. Now, that's between us now. I didn't say that to him, though. Him in enough rages as it was, says you, eh? Him that wanted to be socialising and not looking at me crying on the landing. I was put in that night. The Sunday night. Into yon loony bin. Jays, there was one woman there, in with myself, and she wasn't near the full whack at all. Joanne, she was called. It's like a woman. It's like a mad woman, more like. She'd come over to me all the time and say, it's worse things are improving, and take a fit of laughing to herself like a mad one. But sure, what can you expect from an ass but a kick, as you say? Nah, not a bit bad skin either. The same Joanne. I met worse. I forget the name for whatever they told her was wrong with her, but she'd have episodes, she was saying, Whore for getting in behind the wheel with a few drinks, she was saying. Said she was nervous driving in the dark, so she'd have a few to settle her nerves. Guards caught her one night, she was telling me.
Wayne, thank you so much for submitting your piece. Next we have Chala, If You Queer Me by Alison Fradkin, who we're delighted to have taken part again this year. This monologue is performed by Elizabeth Flaherty. Alison creates stories for the stage and the page that surpass the Bechdel test and enlist their characters in a caricature of idiocies and intricacies of insidious isms. In addition to writing, Alison delights in vintage shopping, volunteering, and tending to her thespian tendencies, which we all do, I guess. And we hope you enjoy this piece.
The instant I make my declaration of lesbian dependence to my parents on the first night of my 16th Hanukkah, I'm convinced I've just committed the ultimate sape faux pas. Dad's eyes grow wider than yarmulkes. The size of Mom's eyes matches macaroons. There's an explosion of silence unheard of in a Jewish household. While Mom and Dad, or more formally, Judy and Steve, turn their wheels like Teve's milk cart, I start schwitzing like an ice-cold bottle of Dr. Brown's cream soda. Maybe they'll do a bottle dance in honour of the unexpected uncapping of my secret? Or maybe they'll offer some virky mammy advice like, don't be daffy, Allie. At least date a non-goy boy before you make it official. Mom smears cream cheese on a tam-tam, as if daring me to make like a matzah and crack. And then Judy winks at Steve. And it becomes clear that the Abba who knows best has been looking to the Ima who knows better for approval. I should have known Mom knows. In our house, we don't practice Judaism. We practice Judaism. Better late than straight, the aforementioned Minch guffaws. Take me to the WC, the water closet being the only acceptable kind, and call me relieved. Dad Gavotte. His dance a maniacal mismatch of the hurrah and the hokey pokey. Now we don't have to worry about you knocking boots and getting knocked up, Mom marvels, twirling with equivalent merriment. And I don't have to compete with another fellow for your attention, Dad discovers. I have the privilege of being the only man in my little girl's life. The point is, Allie, and I brace myself, because the woman makes more points than a Star of David. We have bupkis to worry about. Dad's face twists like a shofar. Nothing at all? Don't worry, we'll think of something, Mom pledges. And Dad perks up pronto. As my parents embrace me in every possible way, I realise that the bloom isn't off all the heteros. In fact, just because one family is nuclear doesn't mean they'll go nuclear at the news that there's a lavender menace in their midst. They'll simply go singing in the rainbow, as evidenced by Dad's vibrant and validating version of Wonder, Quiricle of Quiricles. Stand up straight, my little Metzusa, Mom demands over the din. The one and only thing we expect to be straight about you is your posture. I sigh but comply, her cue to reply with a harump of triumph. Now, let's go light the labia minora. And with that, I am out.
Thank you so much for that wonderful piece. We always love to share as much queer theatre as possible here at Eva's Echo, so we really appreciate that submission. Next up, we're back onto poetry with a lovely piece from Cottle Flood, who was actually one of my Echo acting students this year, so I'm delighted to see Cottle participating in more Eva's Echo activities. Cottle Flood called I Do Not See You There. Cottle is a 29-year-old environmental researcher in Maynooth University studying pine weevil, forecasting their emergence in present and future climates. He is also passionate about water quality for several years, organising a citizen science project in Enfield and Longford with DKIT lecturer Edna Fields, titled The Water Boys of Emlo. Cottle is a part-time farmer in County Longford, where he's from, with a small suckler beef holding. Although never published, Cottle always wrote and found great comfort in doing so throughout his life. At bad moments when he had nothing else, he wrote. He's interested in movies, drama and literature, Cottle has been writing Page Online, The Quiet Whisperings on Facebook and Instagram, which I would really encourage you to check out. The name is a description of sorts for the feeling of the land where he farms, of where his ancestors lived, and what that represents to him. He really enjoyed the online echo acting beginners course, which encouraged him to try some spoken word events with an aim for more involvement in the spring. So do enjoy. I do not see you there.
I do not see you there. I do not see you in pale ground so deep, but soaring high over skies and cloud, your spirit rife and soul too spry to keep, that 6 foot of soil could never enshroud. I feel you gusting in the evening breeze, in fine droplets of rain on a distant hill, robins perched in song on tall overhead trees, the soft gentle trickle that flows at will. The sunlight glint upon a meadow field, caressing the grass and kissing the earth, bog cotton bristling where the turf kneeled, or in the smallest stars that shine with mirth. Moonlit gleams streaking pastures at night, as speckles of that sky canvas sunder, a spectre shepherding out the daylight, while a world below lies in deep slumber. Silent shadows cast on shed walls where cattle dwell, or gliding with the hoopers at Linlock, a blooming daffodil or freshly cut harvest smell, not set beneath stone to a timeless clock. I do not see you in that grave so deep, but all around me in the land that breeds, not confined to one place to but rest or sleep, in constant thought, dancing amongst the leaves.
Thank you so much, Cottle, for submitting that. We'd love to hear more of your poetry again in the future. So next, something a bit different now. It's a comic short story, All I Want for Christmas is a Chartbuster by Alan Grant. Alan is a writer, actor, voiceover artist from Kells, County Meath. He began writing for the stage in his early years and has written several plays and sketches ever since. And in 2018 ventured into writing prose and completed a certificate in writing for publication from Maynooth University in 2019. Alan has a keen interest in writing comic fiction and loves to make people laugh. He is hoping to release a collection of comic short stories in 2022. And Alan is also performing this piece.
Okay, time to write a hit, Adam. You can do this, right? What are you saying? Of course you can do it. It's a Christmas song. Snow, laughter, Santa Claus, bells. It's a piece of cake. Cake sounds good. No, absolutely not. No distractions, remember? There'll be plenty of time for cake when you're the next fairy tale of New York. Now, let's get some ideas down. What does Christmas mean to people? Or better yet, what does Christmas mean to you? I know. How about a song that tackles the consumerist nature of people who flock to the department store like vultures, falling over one another for tacky presents, completely losing sight of the meaning behind the holiday in the first place? And don't get me started on the idiots sauntering around full of Christmas cheer, so relentlessly in your face about it you'd swear they had a visit from 3 bloody spirits the night before. And the lights. Don't get me started on the damn lights, or decorations for that matter. And the Christmas jumpers. Oh, it's enough to make me sick to me stomach. Tacky, overbearing nonsense. Okay, I may be heading in the direction of an anti-Christmas song here, and something tells me that won't be the hit I'm hoping for. It doesn't exactly scream get up on the dance floor now, does it? How about friends and family? They're important to people, right? And relationships, yeah. A lot of the best Christmas songs have been about lonely, broken-hearted people. I mean, who says it has to be lively, or even happy? Blue Christmas, Lonely This Christmas, now those are my style. But what spin can I put on a trope that's been done to death? Knock knock. Who the hell is that at this time of night? Knock knock. Yeah, I'm coming. Whoever this is, they're about to get a piece of my mind for interrupting my flow. Yeah, I say, whisking the door open. Hi, she says. I'm Hannah. I just moved in. Next door, I say, disgruntled. I know. What do you want? Well, she says, clearly taken aback. I just thought I'd introduce myself. And so you have, I say. Are we done? Well, she scoffs, I see someone was never taught any manners. I'm so sorry, I say, my sarcasm levels up to sky high. It's so nice to meet you at 11:30 at night. Look, she says, I'm sorry for the hour. I just finished unpacking and I thought I'd say hello. And so you have. I'm itching to slam this door. So I ask again, are we done? Yeah, she says, we're most definitely done. And she walks away. Sweet victory. The nerve of some people. And even sweeter is the slam of that door. Now back to work. How can I say something new about a broken-hearted soul at Christmas? I know, I need inspiration. It's time for some Elvis Presley. Alexa, I shout, play Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley. Playing Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley on Spotify, says Alexa's soothing voice over my flat's PA system. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. Now this is Christmas. No frills, no candy-coated message of love, and no cheese. Just heartache and loneliness in its purest form, completely raw. This is music. This is real life. This is, well, I wish it could be Christmas every day. What the hell? Wizard? Where are they coming from? She didn't. She's not. Oh, for God's sake, she's ruining my concentration. Doesn't she have respect for her neighbours? I'm trying to work in here and she's blasting that Christmas pish for the entire damn world to hear. I want to hear about the cold nature of a broken heart, not some cheesy melody about the most absurd thing imaginable. Who the hell wants it to be Christmas every day anyway? Where would the government be? Where would local business be if everything shut down? Where would your money be if you had to buy expensive gifts for people every day of the bloody year? Absolute nonsense. Let the bells ring out for Christmas. I slam on the wall. Can you turn that crap off, I roar. I'm trying to work in here. Well, I wish it could be Christmas every day. That's even louder than before. She's turned the damn thing up. I pound my fist on the wall even harder. Turn it down, I roar again. Silence. Even better. Now to get back to my flow. Now to get back to I don't want a lot for Christmas. Oh, just when I think it can't get any worse. Mariah bloody Carey. This will not stand. I thunder out of my apartment, right up to the door of 27B, and I let loose on its frame with repeated knocks. She opens the door, all smiles. Yes, she says, schoolgirl innocence plastered all across her face. Could you turn down that Christmas drivel, I say. I am trying to work. I could, she says. Then do it. But I won't, she replies. What do you mean you won't, I say. Does she have no shame? Well, she says, it's the damnedest thing. Ever since my new neighbour was so unabashedly rude to me, I'm just feeling a bit down in myself. And Christmas music just gives me the lift of spirits that I need after encountering such an odious man. If you're after an apology, I say, you'll be waiting a while. She's got some nerve. Well, she says, enjoy Mariah Carey on repeat so. She closed the door. Slammed more like. In my face. She slammed the door in my face. Who the hell does she think she is? I knock on the door again. No answer. I knock harder. Still no answer. Well played. I'm left with no alternative but to trudge back into my apartment, defeated. Well, in this round anyway.
That was absolutely hilarious, Alan. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Next up, we have No Way Out, a monologue by Rose Byrne that is performed by our very own Hazel Doolan. Rose Byrne is a North Sider from Dublin who now lives in Roscommon. She's been writing for over 15 years and writes plays, screenplays and short stories. Her first short film, Expiry Date, was produced in 2020 and is currently submitted into film festivals. Expiry Date was screened in Longford Cinema as part of the Crew Arts Festival Longford. Rose's short monologue, Ambition, was performed in 2020 by Sinead Sexton as part of Eva's Echo's fundraising night for Samaritans last year. I'm absolutely dying to see this combination of two really talented women, so let's see it.
Bum, 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 bum. Can you hear? Can you hear, Mama? Like when I run fast and faster and faster and you call out to me, Slow down, Aisha, or your heart will burst. Can you hear, Mama? I'm not running. Will my heart burst now, Mama? Can you hear, Papa? Please, Papa, look at me. Mama puts her head down. Papa turns away. There is something wrong. I see it, feel it. They won't look at me. They won't. Not even my grandma. She covers her eyes, but I hear her crying. She promised me. Promised. I heard them fighting, Grandma and Papa. Mama just cried and cried, but Grandma fought with Papa about me. They roared and shouted. Papa was very angry. It is done, old woman. This is none of your business. He pushed Grandma. Grandma got up, looked at him. He turned his back, walked away. Sometimes Papa catches rabbits. Is this how the rabbit feels to be locked in a cage? I wish I was a bird. I would fly high and high above their heads, higher and higher into the clouds. They would never find me there. But I can't fly, and there's nowhere to run. I like fixing my doll's hair. Bettina is her name. I like to fix people's hair when I grow up. It would be nice. Papa's looking at me now. He calls out, Aisha, come here now. Please, Grandma, keep me here. Don't let him take me. Please don't let him. No, Papa, no, I won't go. Please, Grandma, stop him. Don't let him take me away. I want to stay with you and Mama. Grandma roars at my father. We can find another way. Let her finish school first. It doesn't have to be like this. I found a way. My father won't answer her. Papa, don't give me away. I'll eat less, work harder. Please, Papa, I want to stay in school with my friends. Please, I like playing with my friends. Don't give me away. I don't want to go. Let me stay. My father roars. Get up, Aisha. We must go now. Grandma runs to hug me. He allows her and my mother. Mama, I love you. I don't want to go. Grandma, I love you very much. Papa, you called me your princess. You told me lies. Grandma and Mama don't hide their tears now. I'll always remember Mama and Grandma and my brothers too. Grandma can't help me. I'll be like my grandma now. But she was 10. I am only 7. And soon I too will become a child bride.
Rose, thank you so much for submitting that piece and thank you for allowing me to portray the character for that. It was an honour. Now we have some poetry, Sunset by Siobhan Hickey. Siobhan is a Dublin-based writer and actor. She has appeared in various stage productions over the years, including a stellar performance of her one-woman stand-up show, Dear Diary, and other notions of a romantic nature. She published her first collection of poetry, After Midnight, in 2020, and she's also appeared in Eva's Echo's production of It's True, I Love You All So Much in September. It was an absolute delight working with her. And yeah, we hope that you enjoyed this poem.
So we sit together at sunset, waiting until it's safe to speak. You have your drink. I have mine. I steal glances at you over the rim of my glass as I take sips of courage. You're not really here, but still I stay. And when the sound of footsteps has faded, you dip your head, cup my face in your hands, and your eyes finally find mine. You read me. All of my unsaid stories. My breath catches. You kiss me, and I'm alive again. Moving in the darkness, I believe in the beautiful fiction of your touch. The white lies your lips tell my skin. Your body, it lies so well. And after midnight, I tell you my happy secrets. Make you laugh. And you hold me close as you drift off to sleep. But when your breath is even, I speak my darkness. I let you in as I slowly pull away. For the briefest of moments, we were real, and I could believe in a future that would never be. The sun rises, and so do I. I know you're awake, but you don't look up. Without the shadows, I am nothing. So I walk out the door, held together by little white lies of lust and the honesty of midnight whispers.
Our final act is Self-Tape Syndrome by Sarah Fahey, also performed by Sarah Fahey, a very talented woman all round, so I'm sure this is going to be fantastic. A native of Craughwell, County Galway, Sarah has been involved in the arts, acting, directing and writing for 30 years. She has written 5 short plays, 4 of which have been staged. Her first full-length play, Latte, will be staged in 2022 with Eva's Echo Theatre Company.
Watch out for that.
It was supposed to be in 2020, so it definitely is going to happen now, 2022. Sarah's play, Mother's Day, which won the Best Script Award at the Clare Morris Fringe Festival in 2018, was staged this year by Carlow Little Theatre on the Drama League of Ireland one-act circuit. She recently branched into short films, writing and producing 3 shorts during lockdown. Her first film, Between Us, won Best Script at the Ealing Film Festival 2019. Her play, Significant Loss, was adapted for screen in 2018, winning the Burr Film Festival 57-hour challenge, which in turn earned her a screenwriting at the Galway Film Fleadh. She has a Best Actress award under her belt for her role in Lucy in the Sky with the Seamus O'Kelly Players. Her future plans include radio drama. Her play, Fancy Meeting You Here, which won Best Script with the Theatre Room Galway, has been adapted for radio with the Portumna Players and featured in this year's Shoreline Arts Festival. A busy lady indeed. Yeah. So I can not wait to see this. So take it away, Sarah.
Right, let's do this. Camera steady, lighting good. Oh, Jesus, me bra. Let's clear all this down. Oh, what's that? Pizza. Okay. That's good. Right. Clear the decks. All black. Very professional. How's that? Oh, nice one. Wash it down. Oh, Christ on the bike and his mother walking. Good stuff. Right. Let's do this. Gonna be a famous movie star. Gonna be a famous movie star. Should I take off my glasses? It's a shine, isn't there? Okay. Oh, crap. I can't see now. Now look at the red light. Where's the video? There. I think I'm looking straight into the camera now. But if I lean back, it's there. I can't see it now. It's okay. It's okay. I shall look off into the distance, like very dramatic and all that. Okay. And record. Hello. My name's Maeve Murphy, and this is my self-tape. Oh, Jesus, better out than in. Hang on now. Hello, my name is Maeve Murphy, and this is my self-tape. Maeve Murphy. Jeez, it doesn't sound right, does it? And the Oscar goes to Maeve Murphy. Right. If I'm going to make it big, I need to change my name. I need to change it now before I send this. So, let's see. What could I be? The Oscar goes to Mimi Rocher. No, sound like a chocolate. Could go Irish. Yeah, like Irish is big now. Like Saoirse Ronan sort of thing. So I could go... And the Oscar goes to Samhain Gluaisdeán. I like that. Samhain Gluaisdeán. Gluaisdeán. Is that a bike or a car or something in Irish? I think it might be. Fuck it. We'll sort that out later. Okay. Here we go. A-E-I-O-U, 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 A-E-I-O-U. She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. A-E-I-O-U, should have been a singer. Okay. And Lady Macbeth. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of direst cruelty. I really don't look like a Macbeth. Lady Macbeth, that is. Hang on. Idea. I have an idea. Now, much more Lady Macbethian. Jesus, I look a little bit like a drag queen. Hang on. Unsex me now. No. Light. No light. Unsex me now? Unsex me now. Unsex me now. Right now. No. Hang on, let's go full Irish. Like a full Irish. Beans on the fucking side. Right. And... record. Hello, my name is Meryl Steele. This is my self-tape. Lady Macbeth. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me now, and fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of direish cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access, and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. My God, that was really good. Wow. Actually, I really felt that. I think that might be it. Oh, you're good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Never freaking pressed record. Shite.
Sarah, thank you so much for sharing that piece with us. We're always delighted to hear from you. So, guys, that is it for another year. We are absolutely thrilled to be raising funds for such a worthy cause. link is below. Please click and donate. It is much needed. You'll be making a difference for countless of furry friends and dogs all across Galway, and please remember that furry friend is for life and not just for Christmas.
A big thank you to MADRA for allowing us to fundraise for them and for all of the work that they do all year round. What an amazing, hardworking organisation. A big thank you also to all of our writers, actors, supporters, and you, the audience, for tuning into this wonderful event every year and donating to a good cause. Thank you, and Happy Christmas!
Happy Christmas! Thank you, guys! Bye.